Hi everybody, welcome back. For those of you who have joined before, thanks for coming back. And for first timers, welcome. It is Monday, Memorial Day, so I would like to start off by saying thank you to all our servicemen and women serving here, serving overseas, those who fought and died for this country to give us these freedoms in this great country of ours. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do every day. And so thank you for those that are serving, that have served, and those that made the ultimate sacrifice. Like I said, if it isn't for you, this country wouldn't be what it is. So God bless America. And as you can see, I did get some things planted in the garden today. The weather actually cleared up a little bit. It rained this morning, but it actually isn't too bad right now. It's a little breezy, so I was able to get some stuff done without getting attacked by bugs. So I did. I got some of these tomatoes in the garden. I've got 10 total planted. There's still plenty more in the garden. Or excuse me, the greenhouse. Wish I had them all in my garden. So we've got, I think I have about 6 brandywines planted, a 4th of July, a cherry tomato, and 2 of the drusbas. So those were the biggest plants that I had in the greenhouse, so that's why I chose to plant those. So I did that this afternoon. Hopefully they'll do all right. It seems like the weather's going to be, much better than it has been. It shouldn't be too cold, so we shall see. Fingers crossed. I hope I didn't make a bad decision, but only time will tell, so we'll keep you posted on that. And I also got some broccoli planted. Everything that you're seeing planted in here was planted from seeds, broccoli included. So I have 4 broccoli that I planted today as well, because they seem like they were big and ready to come in, and I think it's time to start getting some stuff going in here. We've got our little peppers, our green beans, and our winter and summer squash. No corn sprouting yet, but hopefully soon. Shane always says knee-high by July is good for corn, so the way I look at it, I have a month to get my corn to be knee-high. So again, we'll keep you posted on that. All right, so let's head into the greenhouse and we'll give you an update on what's going on in there. So believe it or not, this is all that I have left of the compost. Just one little cart full. I've been using it off and on inside the greenhouse for things. It's come in very handy. Like I said, I got 2 yards of it, and probably a good 3/4 of that went into the garden. But I did have some left over, which, ideally was my goal. So this is all that's left. And again, $10 for that cart at a yard sale up the road. Best thing I ever had. I've been using it to tote around dirt, take my plants from the greenhouse to the garden, tools, supplies, whatever I need. So that thing is a lifesaver. Always wanted one. So now, let's head into the greenhouse. And it's about 80 degrees in here. It's very muggy, which is very nice, because if you watched my video from last week, you could see that I was using heaters in here just the day before today. So it's nice that it's a little more humid in here. Actually, it's so humid I can see my camera is starting to fog up. Let's see if I can work on that. I will be right back. All right, got the humidity down in here a little bit. Sorry about that. You can see how warm it gets. And the sun really hasn't been out a lot today, but it definitely, the few times it did come out, it was warm. And my little helper showed up. Maddie. She loves the garden and the greenhouse. Plus she knows there's puppy treats in here. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, I did a lot of work in here this weekend. Got a lot of tomatoes planted. A lot of things cycled through. So I actually have some trays that are empty, which kills me because you know me, I would love to have more seeds in there. But I know time is running close to planting and these things are going to need homes. So I will not be planting anymore, sadly, except my onions. I just got those done from seeds. So we'll see how that works out. But I got my little planters going. Everything's looking good. And this is what I did today. I got some tomatoes in big pots. So that is going to be something I need to do with more of my tomatoes to hopefully get a huge yield of tomatoes this year. And I did this little hanging basket today, which is just some zinnias that I had started from seeds as well. So that will go outside once they start to look a little bit stronger. But I got a pink hybrid here. I've got a 4th of July in this one. I've got a Brandywine in here and one of the Drizbas in this one. So the only one I really have left that I want to get in a big pot just to start is one of my cherry tomatoes. And I do have cherry tomatoes that are big enough that I'll put them in a pot. But that'll be a project for a little later this week, so I can show you that when I get to that. But so far, that's what I did today. So more to come. Stay tuned. So I did some more work in the garden this week. It is Saturday now. It's very, very hot here. It's actually the start of probably the next few days to be in the 90s here. So definitely growing season is upon us. I did put my other cucumbers in on the sides, and I don't know if you can see, but I added some little bamboo stakes to the side as just extra climbers. I'm going to secure them down with just some zip ties to the edges. So just something else for the cucumbers to have to climb on. I got some herbs planted here. I got my oregano, my parsley, and my thyme planted. I have some other herbs in the greenhouse that I'll show you in a little bit, but those ones I decided to put in the garden. Everything's from seeds. So that's more stuff from seeds. These are my Brussels sprouts. So I got 7 Brussels sprouts planted this week. Did some turnips, some carrots, and finally my corn is starting to come up. They just started sprouting this week, so I'm very happy about that. It looks like some of the seeds may not have taken, so I might even try to put some seeds in. It's a brand new package, so if they don't all come up, I'd kind of be disappointed, but it looks like so far I do have quite a few coming in. But where I have bare spots, I might put some other seeds in just to see if I can get, 4 full rows of corn seeds. So that'll be determined later on. I'll probably wait a couple of days, and if I don't see some of the other corn sprouting, I will put some more seeds in just to see if I can kind of kickstart that and get a good crop of corn this year. So we'll see if that works. Right, and back over to the greenhouse. I did quite a bit in here this week. I got a lot of things really organized and replanted in here. Shane had picked up some of these boxes for me, so I have a bunch more of these long boxes. I still have this last one that I'm not quite sure what I'm going to plant in that one. It might be spinach, it might be onions. I'm not sure yet, but I have a lot of versatility with that, so I'm very happy. So this one right here, I did plant some spinach in there. This one up here is some of my basil that I had started from seed that I put in there. So hopefully I'll have lots of herbs into the winter. I can do some dried basil, plus whatever's in the garden with the thyme, the oregano, and hopefully I can have, like I said, a lot of dried herbs. My goal, as I've said before, is to have a big batch of tomatoes so I can make a big batch of tomato sauce. So ideally, I would love to make tomato sauce from everything that's from the garden. My own onions, my own peppers, my own herbs, tomatoes. That would be awesome. So that's my goal. So we'll see. Like I said, still a work in progress, but that's what I have all the herbs for. And this one right here, I planted some more onions in. This is going to be red onions. These are white onions that are coming in really well. I've got my squash down on the bottom. They were getting a little hot on the top shelf. Like, it's really hot. The temperature gauge in here right now says it's 120. I know that's not right. That thing kind of bakes in the sun. I'm not sure what the inside, what my little temperature gauge says it is, but I'm sure it's in the 90s. It definitely feels like it in here. These are my radishes. They're coming in very nice. These are some plants I had put together for a friend of ours, so we'll be bringing those over tomorrow. They had some tomatoes that they had planted from seeds that ended up dying. I think they got rained on and they ended up getting flooded out. So I said, I have plenty, so I'm very happy to be able to share the wealth with other people. These are the onions that I planted last time. Still waiting for them to come up. May or may not work, I don't really know. So we'll see on that. And this is the basil that I still have left. Shane's little plant. But this is some basil that I still have left. This is some marjoram that I have growing from seed. Still have so many cucumbers. My little sweet peas are finally starting to come up. Those have taken a while. I've got some snapdragons, those have taken a while to come up. I'll show you after, I planted a little pot for my deck of some flowers that I had started from seeds. I think it's zinnias, cosmos, and marigolds that are in there. Just a little mishmash to kind of dress it up. I did make my 2 hanging pots. I have one that's cosmos, one that's zinnias, and those are both in the garden. These are still all the tomatoes I have. A lot of these are ready to be put into bigger pots, so that's something that I'm going to do soon too. I do have my big Home Depot buckets like this. This is actually my work bucket for now, but I have a bunch more. So I'm going to end up planting probably tomatoes or squash in those. I just need to get some more compost and potting soil to do that. I've been going through that quite a bit. In this bucket right here is some more spinach that I did from seeds. This is one of the pots that Shane got for me, so making the best of that, and more cucumbers over here. And my Shasta daisies, which I can't wait. I love Shasta daisies. So that's everything that I've done this week. The lettuce is coming in awesome. The salad mix one is the tallest one you can see. And I planted 3 different types. I have 2 types of spinach, or excuse me, 2 types of lettuce. I have black-seeded Simpson, a salad mix, and I have, I think it's called some sort of large leaf spinach. I really didn't realize the salad mix would kind of take over that big, so that's my fault. And again, that's stuff that I'm learning. So next time I'll just plant it on its own. But we've actually been eating it already, the big leaves, and it's delicious. It's very sweet. Maddie likes it, which is kind of funny because she likes to eat grass, and the first time we gave her a bite of spinach, she kind of spit it out, and it's like, well, this is actually kind of good. But the more we gave it to her, the more she realized she liked it. So she likes to come in here and eat a leaf of spinach or 2, or a leaf of lettuce or 2. So that's good. But we've been enjoying it, so I have a feeling we'll be making some salads in the very near future. But that's everything that I've done in the last week or so. It's going to be, like I said, really hot. It's about, I think it's probably in the mid-80s here today. And it's very humid, and it's going to get really humid. I think we're going to have at least 3 to maybe 4 or 5 days in the upper 80s, low 90s here. So I'll just have to be careful to tend to my plants. Might even be a night or 2 where I can keep the windows open in here for some good ventilation. That's something I haven't been able to do yet. So we'll see what the week brings. But like I said, planting season is definitely here, and I'm very excited about my my garden and everything that's in it. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you haven't already done so, please click that subscribe button. If you have any comments or any questions or suggestions, I greatly appreciate them, so you can drop those below. And good to see you, and I hope to see you again. And have a good week, everybody. Take care.